Hi there, everybody. Dick Vanderson from KTUL News. We have an emergency weather broadcast for the Southern California area. We have a large storm coming into the area that's going to drop about 3 feet of rain in less than 20 minutes on most of Southern California. We urge you to get to high ground immediately. Again, this is Dick Vanderson with KTUL News with an emergency broadcast. I think I could have been an amazing weather announcer.
Yeah.
What inspired this?
First of all, welcome live Wesam's World. Here we go. Thursdays, 3 p.m. Pacific time, every Thursday. Thank you for listening.
You can't just cram that in there.
I just
Right?
did.
What was that?
I just did.
I'm kind of disappointed you didn't let us be your news anchors, that you were like, and back to you. Like,
Yeah.
You kind of
You
dropped
could have done a group bit, and you did drop the ball.
Well, maybe the bit was going to keep going.
But
no,
it didn't.
you ended the bit.
Yeah.
You went like, I could have been a good newscaster.
But maybe it was going to keep going later on.
But yeah.
Maybe.
That you wanted me to continue it in one fell
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I could be like, wow, Dick, that's some amazing news you've just told us.
What is that sound they do whenever it's an emergency broadcast? It's like... Hi,
Hi,
everybody. Dick Vanderson here, back with KTUL News. Another update on this emerging storm that's coming through the area. Lots of lightning will be associated with the storm, as well as possibly tornadoes everywhere. With us in the field is our lightning correspondent expert, Sherry Berry, as well as our tornado and wind expert, Frederick the Mouse. Frederick, or Sherry, what do you think is happening out there?
Well, Dick, it is just a crazy storm out here, and people are running. They are running inside. Isn't that right, Mouse?
Dick, I told you to stop calling me Mouse. That's not my last name, and it's become very hurtful.
Overly sensitive on a live broadcast, as
No,
always.
I just
The
don't wanna
mouse
be
comes
called-
out
I just
hard.
don't want to be called Mouse. I just don't want to be called Mouse.
Forgot your first name already, buddy.
Me too, man. Mouse it is.
Dude, I literally fully woke up like maybe 10 minutes ago. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Good
been
work.
it's been a rough week. It really has been a rough week.
No info on that.
I'll bring it
use
up.
your
Brought the
imagination.
mood down.
It's been a rough week.
That has been bad.
Lots of people no longer with us.
Oh, okay.
Damn. Okay.
No. Okay, back to your question. What brought this up?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a little embarrassing story about me when I was in probably like early middle school, like 6th grade or 5th grade. My parents' restaurant were getting their kind of like the sidewalks and the parking lot power washed, and I think the windows as well. And the runoff water and soap created this, is like, it almost looked like what I was imagining as the water was coming into the parking lot, like it was flooding certain areas.
Mm-hmm.
And, me being, having a very active imagination and no phone on me, there's no YouTube at this point. Right. I was like, ooh, I'm like one of those newscasters in the helicopters, like talking about what's going on with the flooding down there.
Yeah.
And so literally I'm just talking to myself, acting like a newscaster, pretending it's flooding certain areas of the parking lot like they're mini towns and what people should do. So I look like a little crazy kid talking like to the ground as water is going and flooding these imaginary towns. And I thought about that this week, and I was like, man, because of the storm
I
that
don't
came
think
in.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
No?
normal.
Okay.
Especially like in the 90s / early aughts,
Yeah.
kids didn't have phones. So that would be normal.
Yeah.
Now, probably in today's society, they might go,
If I was this old doing it?
yeah,
Oh, well, yeah, definitely.
definitely.
This brings up to my next topic of discussion today, survival, and how long would it take for you to get to that crazy point, which we'll bring up later on in the show as a little teaser.
Actually, I have a question for you on that same topic.
Okay, can we
So, yeah.
save
You want
it?
to do it now?
No,
Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
want to save it because we've got some surprise news from past episodes to bring
yeah.
up on the show today.
Okay.
And also an opportunity for you not to bully me about a Japan story. And we'll see if you bully me about it or not.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
What do you mean an opportunity not to bully you?
You know what I'm talking
Is
about.
it going to be a repeat story?
No, it's not.
Then I'm not going to bully
Yeah,
you.
we'll see. Because I honestly, I talked to some of the fans, and they've been messaging me, and they're like, hey, we've noticed Peyton bullying you a little bit on the show, and we just want you to know that, like, don't get down whenever you talk about Japan.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Are there fans sexist? Because I was bullying you too. I just want to call myself out. I bullied you that too.
Yeah.
And I don't want our fans to, treat us unequally here.
You were not mentioned.
Okay. Wow. Surprise.
Damn.
You were
Completely forgotten.
forgotten is a crazy word to use when you think about that. You were forgotten. Bro, that is, the more I say that out loud, you were forgotten. Like, that hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts to say out loud. All right. So, as you all know, we have the surprise topic with a past guest to bring up on the show. We have the survival thing that we're going to talk about later, as well as our intern from overseas in Brazil, Letitia, the wonderful Letitia, keeps sending me videos about this asteroid that's possibly going to hit Earth. I'm just kidding. It's not a bunch of videos. She's committed. It's just been one video to kind of clarify it, but I'm just going to try to make it look like she's a little crazy about it. You're not crazy, Letitia. You're awesome. But I did watch the video, and still no sign. It will be fine. We'll be fine. It's not going to hit Earth, unfortunately. So.
Unfortunately?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
So it's not going to be a don't look up situation.
No. It's definitely not going to be don't look up. However, the government could be blatantly lying, paying off these scientists to be like, hey, you're going to be causing mass hysteria if you say this thing is going to hit Earth.
Yeah.
So we'll just secretly make a plan to, like, blow it up in space, but we can't tell people this thing's going to hit Earth. That's actually possible, so that they're like, oh, crap, we do have to lie about it, as long as the government is still doing something about it.
You sound like your TikTok is getting more conspiracy than anything else.
Some conspiracies are real. Like reptilians. Nephilim. Dude, Zeke's
Oh my God.
messages.
Do you want to tell him what happened?
Yeah. So, Zeke, even though he's not on the show anymore, he listens to every episode still. And then he sends us a group message. And I'm going to pull this up really quick. What is it? Zeke. Yeah, here we go. No.
Dead air.
Dead air.
Dead
Dead
air.
air. We're dead. We're gone. No, here we go. All right, everybody shut up. Okay, here we go. He goes, out of nowhere. Hasn't texted us in weeks. Okay? The Nephilim are real. They weren't at the Miami Mall, though, but they are real. You responded with a GIF. I think it's Jerry.
It is. It's Jerry.
From Tom
Giving
and Jerry.
him a stare.
Giving
Yeah.
him a stare. And you say, what now? And then I say in all caps, because I'm already at a 10, by the way. When I see this
I
message.
knew you were. Yeah.
I say prove it in all caps. He then quotes a verse from the Bible. Now, I'm planning his demise, okay? Not because it's a verse from the Bible, just because of the way he did it after I said, prove it. So then I said, in a very kind way, I said, sorry, my bad. I mean prove it with a picture or a fucking video. Thanks. He laughs, and then he says, many people have confirmed the giant Kandahar. Many people have confirmed the giant of Kandahar story. Are you guys familiar with this?
No. I don't know what that is.
I
You're in
think
for a
I've
treat.
probably heard it.
Yeah. How are we on time? We're still
We're
good? Okay, cool. So the Giant of Kandahar is an elite group of special forces unit in Afghanistan doing a they were looking for a group that went missing of theirs in the mountains somewhere. Long story short, they encounter a giant, a red-headed giant in a cave that throws a spear at one of them, kills one of them, and they end up shooting this just unloading a bunch of bullets. They found it in a cave. Helicopters come in, they take it out, and this story's been confirmed by multiple people who are kind of like in that community.
When did it happen?
During the sometime during the Afghan war, I think during the height of it. So it's been a while.
Okay.
And then you reply, but do you think the biblical Nephilim are the ones that are conspiracy theorists are talking about, or did they take a term name and run with it? And then Zeke goes, yeah, you're right. I think the TikTok conspiracy nuts took the term and ran with it. So there you go. We're going to continue this topic right after this small break. And we're back. Okay. So, this has got Zeke's brain, going. That one hamster wheel in there is running hard for him.
Yeah.
And, he's thinking about it constantly now. Now, excuse me. I want to bring up the surprise thing that we talked about. So, Alex, would you like to lead this in?
Yeah. So if you guys can recall, we had our guest, reoccurring guest, Jason Dolley, on the show. Now, we were harassing him about a one time he was in Owasso.
Yeah.
But for a completely different reason than what he shared, which was his most memorable fan moment. His most memorable fan moment was when a lovely fan of his decided that she was going to marry him. And she proposed with the ring pop and all that. Well, she messaged us, and she actually outed herself and sent us photos of proof that
I love this for her.
She proposed with the ring pop. And her Facebook post that she even said, Jason Dolley and I getting married in the future. He said so. Smiley face.
That's really nice.
She said she was so embarrassed when she was cringy. She said, I'm sorry for being so cringy as a teen.
It's okay.
Weren't we all?
We all were.
Weren't we all?
I was talking to the floor. Imagine. What was that?
You just did a nice little yeah.
I thought you were I thought you were bullying me. A little bit. I knew it. You piece of shit. Oh my God. We had me and well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool that she reached out. Look at us on the internet proving podcast stories.
Did
live
you guys
on air.
have a kind of a cringy teenage celebrity crush or anything? That you did something weird? Not just that you had it, but like that you did something weird? I can go first.
Yeah.
Oh, go first. Do tell.
I was more of a preteen. Elementary school. Preteen? I don't know. Whatever. I won't say the celebrity's name, but I found his Neopets account. I found his Neopets account, and I was like, oh my God, I loved you in this, and I really like you, and I really think that we would be perfect for each other. And he blocked me on Neopets.
I kind of
Damn.
want to. Can we please say the name?
Cleo Thomas from Holes. Digging digging. I thought he was so cute.
That's a good one.
Cleo Thomas had a Neopets account?
He did. I mean,
Hell
it
yeah.
could have been him. It could have not been him. It's not like there was
You got blocked.
pictures.
It was him.
but-
Yeah.
It was him.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
What about you?
I don't think that no.
No?
I don't think so.
Mm.
Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one specific memory where I had to be 6, I think, probably 6, because it was still when my family was in New York, and this family we were visiting, like this friend's house or whatever. The boys there, they had wrestling cards from the WWF, or at that time it was WWF, but now it's WWE. And one of them was this really hot chick card, and they're like, I dare you to kiss it. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, stupid as shit. Oh my gosh. I know I talked about this on the air before, but serious crush on Alicia Silverstone. Serious crush. And Elizabeth Hurley. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That sigh felt like it meant so much.
It did.
There's a lot of feelings in that.
There tremendous feelings.
Yeah.
And I want to know what happens to your brain physically, like the chemical stuff, because for some people they don't have that, but man, it was such an impactful thing. And maybe because I saw Alicia on a movie, and I loved watching movies, and I was like,
Then
whoa. Then that's true, because that's it, right? didn't have phones. And so I remember just being like, I love her. Do you know, like, I love her.
Yeah.
I want to spend the rest of my life with her. And you're a kid. Like, what goes on in your head? Why is that there, you know?
Yeah.
I wish we can bring a scientist who knows that kind of stuff up, especially about love and, like, I'm not like a sex therapist kind of thing, but, like, someone who's, like...
Relationships.
Yeah, but more the science of it. Like, what's happening in your brain when you love someone? Because you're married, Peyton.
I am.
And you love her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's it. It's hardwired in there, right?
Yeah.
And so what's going on in your brain? I want to know the science behind it, like the physical stuff going on in your brain where it's like, yep, this person I love. That's it. I love him. Can't not love him.
You know, that reminds me, I just saw that there's a study.
Yeah.
And I'm always curious how these studies kind of get done because it's about like attraction and pheromones and all those kinds of things. But there is a study that some women will fall out of love / sexual attraction with their husbands or significant others if they don't do any type of like housework, because they become mothers, which releases a different chemical in their brain, which makes them think I'm a mother, which you are not, like, usually, you know, sexually attracted to something you are mothering. And so the relationships can change because of a
Interesting.
chemical difference. So men, do some chores.
You know what? That's actually really interesting because I'm not going to bring up these people's names.
Yeah.
But I've known guys before who are in relationships and it's going downhill and I know them and I see the way they act and it's very like not I'm going to be very careful with my words here because I know people are very sensitive with certain words usages, but they are in a similar position where it begins their partners and their girls, they're taking care of them too much. They're not contributing anything. And so it does become something like what you're describing, where now their girlfriends are becoming more caregivers, and they're like, this is not what I signed up for.
Yeah.
It was not like this before, and now it's like this like now. And it's really interesting watching couples who tried to make it work from Oklahoma going from high school to college, and how it completely changed because you also change going through that. And if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. If you want to keep it like secret, or private, excuse me. But were you and Mads a couple in high school and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And you guys stayed a couple all through that?
Yeah, because we eventually lived together in college, and then we learned we can live under the same roof together.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Gotcha. So that was like a nice trial period to see if this
Yeah.
was okay. Cool.
And it was absolutely necessary. Yeah.
When you say absolutely necessary, why?
Imagine getting married with somebody you've never lived with 24/7. Like, you're going to spend 24/7 with them? Well, if you can't stand them for that long period of time, you know? Now you're trapped under a roof with them.
Yeah. That's then that's kind of like really interesting for really conservative groups of people, because there's a good percentage of people out there who do get married and then they don't even kiss, you know, before they're married.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing. You know, they'll spend time with each other and talk and discuss, but yeah, that living together thing is a big hurdle for those couples, I feel like. And also, going back to being in high school and college, you change so much within high school and college.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah.
It still worked out for you. And and your wife. We've said her name before on the show, right?
Yeah, we've said her
Matt's.
name.
We can say
Yeah.
her name, Matt's. Yeah, she's helped out with the podcast too on guys' nights.
My brother married his high school sweetheart too.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't live together
And well, there you go.
until they got married.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, here comes the story about Japan. You ready for this? I had a dream about Japan again, and I've been missing Japan extra lately. Literally in the dream, there were flowers blooming, and I saw like I was in nature. There was this beautiful puddle in front of me with some flowers in it, flower petals, and I was so sad that I didn't want to leave that I started crying in the dream, crying as I was trying to stay, like touching the water, trying to stay in the dream. I was crying. I woke up crying. And you know what my first thought was? Peyton's going to make fun of me for this.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about that, Peyton? You know, make fun of me? Come on, make fun of me on air, live,
it's
in front of...
just a little funny.
Oh, my
The
God.
visual of you in fantasy Japan grabbing water, going like, I don't want to leave, I don't want to leave, I don't want to leave, I want to stay. Please don't let me leave. You know, that was you.
Oh.
It's just a little funny.
I expected you to bully me, but not to do an impression of me in the dream. And
Is that
that...
what you sounded like?
Oh, yeah. And you
Okay.
know what? I'm coming for you hard.
Okay.
Okay.
Pause.
Do you want to
Pause.
try again or?
No, pause. Pause. People know what's up the way I said it. I think you get it.
Oh, I get it. I get it. But you can't do that look. You're not helping your case in any way, shape, or form.
Legitimately, you've changed since the podcast started.
I've changed?
Yeah, and that's okay. People change, but you've changed.
Okay.
Speaking of, something kind of funny happened whenever me and Peyton got coffee, because we actually are friends outside of this. I know it's sometimes hard to believe.
Imagine.
We got coffee, and we were going to sit outside. We sat down for maybe 5 seconds before this motherfucker is like this. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, are you shivering? And you're like, yeah. And I'm like, let's go sit inside. You're like, okay.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Well, hopefully that new weighted blanket will keep you nice
And
and warm.
hopefully, dude, I'm cold all the time. So I was like, maybe it's just me. Or maybe it is cold outside. I know you like to sit outside, so I was like, we'll sit outside.
I do like to sit outside, even when it's cold.
Yeah.
I as long as I have like a hot drink, I'll be fine, and like something like a cozy
Yeah.
sweater, because we don't get that enough here in LA.
No, we don't.
We don't.
But like, I'm cool with it. We don't need it to be cold. It can be hot all the time.
I'm sorry. I don't know what just happened with those last 3 sentences. It confused the hell out of me. You're cool with it? What does that
I'm
mean?
cool with it. Like, I don't need it. You were like saying like it's nice to have that little bit of chill weather.
Oh,
because we never get it all the time. I'm like, nah, I'm cool with us not having it.
I thought it was a play on words. That's why it confused me. I'm cool with it. And
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
I did make a pun, and
Okay.
I'm gonna roll with it.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Okay. Good chat.
Good chat. Oh, shit. I still need to upload the epic finale last boss I had with Elden Ring with, what's his name?
Oh, yeah.
Jack Dean helping me
Yeah.
beat the last bad guy on there.
I'm pretty sure we've shown it in an episode.
No.
I think we talked about it, but you didn't.
I've never uploaded the
I'm pretty sure I put it in
You
an
got-
episode.
You got the footage?
Yeah, I had the footage.
It's sent to you.
Yeah.
Because it kept telling me it's too big on the file.
I mean, I was screen watching you, so like I recorded my.
Oh, you can record on your end?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
I think. I don't know. Who's to say?
We can ask Letitia. She went through.
true.
She'll know.
Letitia's watched every single episode. God bless her.
She's so good.
Um,
She's so great.
She is great.
And we send voice memos to each other
Mm-hmm.
all the time, and they just get longer and longer. And now we just discovered, and I don't know why we didn't before, using WhatsApp, because on Instagram you can only do 59 seconds, and then it cuts you off in a voice memo. And then we're like, let's use WhatsApp. She's like, do you have it? Do you have it in America? And I was like, yeah, because there's a lot of stuff that you can have in America, but not in Brazil.
Right.
And now our voice memos they just go on and on and on.
They're
and on.
podcast episodes.
They are podcast episodes in of themselves.
Yeah, she's very articulate, and she's a hard worker, and she's so positive.
She
So
is.
I'm glad that it's been working out great. And honestly, we still need an in-person, in the studio intern. We really do need somebody in here. So if you're listening or watching this, you're in the LA area, you want to get some experience with some post-production, some podcast, radio experience, making good connections, and want to have a good time, message us on Instagram. That'd probably be the best place. And with a brief resume on your experience, or if you want to get experience, and tell us a little bit about yourself and why you would be a good fit for Wesam's World here on IW Radio. Okay. I think I was thinking about this week, and I realized I live in my head a lot with like what's going on in scenarios.
Yeah, you
and
cried about fake Japan.
Anyway, so you know what, Peyton? I'm gonna make a surprise for you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. And all I gotta say is, make sure you limber up. You limber up. Make sure you don't. You make sure.
I have fragile bones.
Yeah.
I got fragile bones.
Get some calcium supplements. That's all I
You're
gotta
gonna
say.
snap me.
I am actually, now that this was the idea. I wanted to take
Did I
us
talk
through.
you out of it already?
Yeah, because I was like, you probably really get injured, and I wouldn't want that because we have no insurance on the show. It's the dog, the police dog training thing.
Oh, low key would love to do that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was in all that big puffy suit, I'd do it.
Yeah, but
Oh no, I'd be okay.
you sure?
Oh yeah.
Those dogs really rip around.
I know, but like that's a
Okay.
big puffy. You're like what's his name?
Michelin Man.
Randy, Michelin Man, but Randy from A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Running around with that coat.
Oh.
Like you're fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I mean, like, you're acting like we have the means to go and get an attack dog in the studio. Do you know a guy?
No, but now I'm remembering this conversation I had with somebody for one of our special episodes. I was like, "Hi, I saw that you rent out exotic animals," and they were like, "Yes, we do." And I'm like, "Perfect. I'm looking for your rate for renting out a tiger or your biggest mountain lion." And then they were like, "What's this for?" And I explained them the whole thing, and they're like, "Oh no, we don't do that." And I'm like, "What do you mean you don't do that? I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna pay you just to bring the animal in here."
They don't do that.
And for us to go, "Oh, wow, that's incredible. Wow, whoa, tell us a little bit about it. Great, thank you, bye." And you don't want to do that? Lame city, man. All I want to do is raise all my friends' blood pressure and make them panic a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that too much to ask?
And they don't do that.
Lame. So, how long do you all think if you were on a desert island because your boat got, started sinking.
Yeah.
You got on a life raft. You're the only survivor. And we'll just make it a solo trip so you're not emotionally scarred. None of your family and friends died on it. Just strangers.
Okay. Just
My conscience is clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're on this island kind of similar to the one Tom Hanks was, on in that movie. The classic movie, You've Got Mail.
Yeah.
It's because he watches clips.
Slam. Okay. All right, I'll talk about this after the show.
Finish your prompt.
How long do you think it would take before you went crazy and started talking to yourself? That's the first one. No, hold, sorry, I messed it up. How long do you think it would be before you started talking to yourself out loud?
To be quite honest, I would talk to myself out loud anyway.
I know that's the thing. I'd start immediately.
Yeah,
Just
same.
because,
Okay.
yeah.
Not in a crazy way.
It might become crazy, but
Yeah. But I'd be
good.
like, all right, let's go and do this. Let's go and do this. Like,
Yeah.
I just talk myself through.
give me
Yeah.
a couple weeks.
Situation.
I'll have a volleyball.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay. I always thought, I think that's more common than people think then.
Yeah.
That they would start talking to themselves.
Yeah.
People talk to themselves all the time. It's quite normal.
Yeah. For me, it's if I'm in the house alone and I'm doing chores and stuff, by hour 6, I am making bits with myself,
Yeah.
I wonder, again, why the science behind that? Why do you do that? To entertain yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, why do people have fake fights in the shower?
That is, oh my gosh.
You win the arguments that you didn't in the past, or, you dance or you hype yourself up.
Feel good.
Yeah.
You feel good.
You ever catch your wife talking to herself? Or she catches you?
Dude, she talks to herself all the time, and she'll have to say she was like, no, that was just. I'm just calling her out. She'll say stuff in a volume that it should be to me, but it's not to me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And I just get it. No, it was not. I don't even get a full it's just no. Stop talking to me.
I was having a conversation.
Do you think if you, God forbid, had a brain injury and you lost your memory, do you think you'd fall back in love with her?
Sure. Yeah. How do you answer that?
I'm just asking a question. There.
I mean, I can't know. But yeah, I did it once. I'll do it again.
Yeah.
We'll do 50 First Dates.
That could be a movie.
She's Adam Sandler. I'm Drew Barrymore.
Is this really a movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha, bitches.
Oh, that was a bit?
Yeah. I was
Oh,
joking.
wow.
I was joking.
Good. Well, I mean, could you blame us?
No.
Yeah.
No. It's actually I'm teaching acting now a lot of places, and there is one.
It can happen anywhere. Anytime.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
What was that about?
That's a Nerf gun.
I'm aware what it is. Answer the question. What was that about?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
Yeah,
You just
but,
want to shoot a random Nerf gun at me?
Where did you pull
Oh,
that
dude.
out from?
Dude, that you know.
just sitting over here.
Oh my gosh.
All right, you're going to get it. Just so you know, you're going to get it. I've decided next week, brace for impact.
Oh, okay. Do we have a guest next week?
He's gonna bring an attack dog, but no safety net. Just the dog.
Just the dog.
Middle episode.
I'll befriend the dog.
Get a cattle prod and just go. You're like, ah! If you made that sound, my year will be made.
From a cattle prod, I
It's
definitely
only
would.
January. It would
d-
make your year.
It would make your year all the way in January.
Where'd you get a Nerf gun, man?
Dude, it's sitting out there. I don't know.
I forgot what I was going to say, honestly.
You're teaching acting classes
Oh.
now.
That's right. So I've been. That was ridiculous. And I loved every second of it. I want to see how I reacted. Because I went like this to protect my eyes.
Yeah.
That's always the oldest thing I'm afraid of,
I
my
would
eyes.
never hit you in the face.
I don't trust Nerf gun accuracy. I trust you, just not the Nerf gun itself, if that makes sense.
Oh, this thing's elite. This thing's the real deal.
Oh, okay.
You put it in the chamber, and then you gotta lock it in there. That Nerf or nothing.
You'd be a great
Dude,
spokesman.
put me in a Nerf commercial. Oh my gosh, I'll sell it. Easy.
Okay, man. Anyway, what I was gonna say was, I'm teaching acting, and to my students, I'm like, you gotta watch TV shows, you gotta watch movies, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, tell them to watch the whole thing, not just clips.
Yeah.
And I've had to state that for a lot of my students.
Do you watch movie clips and then imagine how you would have done it with a certain character?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a lot of movies,
Yeah.
especially it's hard for me to really suspend my disbelief. Sometimes I watch all old classic. When I say classic, I mean 90s films, and be like, "Ooh, this would be fun." There was one surprising when I started, Under Wraps from Disney Channel.
Oh, The Mummy?
The Mummy.
Yeah.
It's actually has some really great, funny moments in it. That opening sequence is very disturbing.
Yeah.
You guys know
Yeah,
it?
with the little boy and
The family.
with the big head.
Yeah, and they're watching the
They're in the movie theater, but you don't
watching
know
the-
it's a movie theater
right.
yet.
And then that monster comes in, and they're
It's
like,
a knife that's in the garbage disposals, and he's trying to push his head down on it.
yeah, it's a Disney movie, and that happens in it.
They also talk about Nazis.
That's right. They talk about Nazis, some borderline jokes that are like, ooh, where a girl's like, talks about a bra, and she's like, and her friend goes, "You're wearing a bra," and then it's like, oh, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
This is not.
What year was this movie again? I forget.
Oh, I don't know. Let's
Like-
look it up.
Let's check.
Let's look it up.
Under wraps.
Under wraps. My favorite part is the kid who looks like the kid from Charlie Brown, the really dirty kid, and he's carrying around the
97.
97. Yeah, 97. What a great year.
97.
What
it
a
looks
year.
Old for 97.
Huh?
It looks really old for 97.
It's probably well, yeah, it's 97.
Yeah, but I feel like some other movies that came out in 97 looked not as old.
This was a Disney Channel original movie then.
That's true,
Oh, so
yeah,
they
yeah.
got like $10 for a budget.
Yeah.
Oh, they made a new one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't
What
do
is
that.
this?
Here's my classic Disney Channel movies. Okay.
Okay.
Brink,
Not familiar.
roller skates, rollerblading.
No.
Oh, that's a good one. Brink's a good one. Don't Look Under the Bed. Spooky one.
I don't know this either.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I said Jew. I was going to say jeez. I said Jews. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Jews. That's crazy to say. I meant to say G's, and it came out Jews. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? Anyway, Don't Look Under the Bed, Under Wraps, a Xenon, Girl of the 21st century.
I know that, yeah.
Boom, 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 make my heart go boom, boom, my supernova girl.
I liked Smart House a lot.
Smart House
Oh,
is
Smart
great.
House,
That's a
yeah.
good
Or
one.
Luck of the Irish.
Look at the, oh my gosh.
Or the one where he turns into a mermaid. I forget what that one is. He was in all three of those.
That's right, where he's a swimmer in school.
Yeah.
And he's
And his mom's really a mermaid. He feels this call to the ocean.
What would you do if you were a mermaid?
he's so upset.
You'd be so upset? Oh, yeah, 'cause you hate the ocean.
No, I don't hate it. I
I
just
thought you hate the ocean.
No, I just be like a mermaid.
Oh, that's not cool?
You can go breathe underwater and
Yeah.
see whatever you want.
Be like
But it's-
Aquaman.
But it's so dark underneath the ocean
He's
after
a light.
Yeah. Put a little flashlight on your head.
Yeah, and then it'll go like 3 feet and I'm like, cool.
Well,
Get a
hold up.
stronger one.
What if though?
But there's nothing there to look at.
Sam, you're missing the whole entire like exploratory thing. If mermaids exist, then there's a city under there.
Mm-hmm. And you're their king.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
That's big boy brain. Use your big boy brain. Imagine.
How do mermaids mate?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, that's big boy brain.
Very blessed, very blessed.
Very blessed. Very blessed. No taxes.
Indeed. Describe these mermaid ladies again.
I mean,
Again?
they have gills on their necks and
That could be fun.
scales.
Back to my survival question I was going to ask you.
No.
Gonna kind of bring it back now,
I
real
like
quick.
those mermaid ladies a lot.
I have a question for you about survival.
I'd be a creep if I was a mermaid. Go ahead.
What, yeah, nothing's new.
Are you familiar with the first Saw movie?
Yes.
With
Yeah.
the two guys chained in the bathroom?
Oh
Yeah.
What if that was you and me? What would you do? You're on one side, I'm on the other side. There's a dead guy in front of us.
Before or after this episode?
After. After this, we both get kidnapped.
Okay. I still love you, man.
Yeah.
I'd help you get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta get yourself out first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw off my own leg. That's intense.
That is intense.
That is a crazy thing. I'll be honest with you. I feel like I'm pretty strong, and I would have gotten those chains off some other way.
What do you mean? Like you're gonna snap the chains?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, why can't you saw the chains? It's been a long time since I've watched that movie.
One of theirs breaks.
Oh, okay.
And so they kind of like give up.
I mean, nail file.
There's also, I mean, you'd have to be in the situation to really discover what you would do, and I'll tell you exactly what I do right after this commercial break. And we're back. You know, yeah, you got to figure out what's around you and how, because you know sometimes they put those shackles on people's wrists.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's actually, you got to break your fucking hand to get through it.
Right.
And it's like, I'd rather do that than cut off my hand.
Yeah.
And I know with a foot, it's very different. You know, you're not breaking your. It's gonna be fucking hard to break your foot to get through that.
Yeah.
Possible, but fucking painful. But
Right.
I don't want to cut off my foot.
Yeah. A guy does it in the third one.
They started to get very gruesome, though.
Oh,
to be
yeah.
gruesome.
No, they definitely did.
Like, I think the first one, and even when it kind of looped back to finally being at that same location, was that in the second one or the third one?
Second one.
Second one. You were like, whoa! And then all of a sudden the franchise just, you know. But I think that's also because James Wan ended, like, his attachment to it.
Yeah.
I feel like whenever
yeah.
James Wan is fully attached to something, it's always great. And then the second he, like, tiptoes away, kind of, you know, falls through a little.
Yeah.
Because that happened with The Nun and the Conjuring and all that stuff. As soon as he's hands off a little bit.
Yeah. I know you're okay with the gruesome stuff. I can't deal with it. I cannot deal with it.
Yeah.
I could deal with it in like samurai war movies, you know, but like action films, sure. But anything just like horror, no, can't do it. Can't do it. You see any good horror movies recently?
Dude, there's one right now where the marketing team deserves a fucking raise. We don't know what it's for, but they're dropping a whole bunch of just like weird teasers that just are like, they just kind of make you uncomfortable. And it's just like, what the hell am I looking at here? We think we know what movie it's for, but it's not guaranteed. We think it's for a movie called Longlegs coming out, but they're doing like weird cryptic marketing, and it's piqued our interest so much. It's so good. I'll show you a couple of them after this.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm really curious about this. I think marketing is important for films.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One of the good ones was the one about the smiling. You know, they just had billboards of people smiling.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, whoa, what is that? That's weird. You know, I like that.
You know, but on the flip side, with marketing, if you make a trailer that's nothing like what the movie is going to be, so frustrating.
Yeah. Pan's Labyrinth. That was for me.
Oh, yeah.
I was so frustrated and angry going and
But what
watching.
a good movie.
It would have been better for me because all the trailers made it seem like some fantasy epic. And then when you had more like real life scenes than the fantasy stuff, I was just like, and then subtitles, I was like, oh, this is not what you told me it was going to be.
Right.
And not in a good way for me. So
What do
I
you
was
mean
like,
subtitles?
there's subtitles in
Yeah.
like it's in a different language.
It's in Spanish, I think. Or Portuguese.
Yeah.
You
feel
one
like
of
it was-
those.
What do
Can
you
you
mean?
not stand subtitles?
No, I can, but
Okay.
the trailer you didn't.
You didn't know. Yeah,
you
you
didn't
didn't know
know
it was
going
gonna be
into
a
it.
different
Okay.
language.
That's my issue. Like
Gotcha.
I don't mind. Like if they were like, this is, you know, they're talking in Spanish or whatever in
Yeah.
the trailer, I'd be like, oh, this is a foreign film or what? And then I'd be like, oh, okay, this is interesting, you know. But like it was way too like left field and yeah.
Kind of like how they're hiding that Mean Girls, The Color Purple,
yeah.
and Willy Wonka are musicals.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Willy
I mean-
Wonka's a musical?
Willy
Yeah.
Wonka's a musical.
You'd never know,
Call
though.
it what it is. It's a musical.
What?
Yeah.
Because they know musicals don't attract as many people.
It's
So if
almost
you
like
just
when-
don't say anything.
Stop making movie musicals if you don't want. Yeah. Because as soon as people get in there and they're like, oh, it's a musical, they're going to be
musical.
disappointed.
Yeah. I mean, at least Wonka, if it's not full on musical, but has some musical numbers,
Right.
it fits.
Yeah.
Because even in like the one with, I was gonna say Gene Kelly. It's not. Is it? Who's in the first?
Gene
Wonka?
Wilder.
Gene Wilder. I was like, not Gene Kelly. They're singing.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not a musical. But there are.
Mean Girls.
Oh yeah.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah. I know. People are like, why are they remaking it? And it's like, because it's the musical.
Yeah.
Tricking people.
I saw a video, I think, of Mean Girls, and when they started singing, the audience goes, oh, and I don't know if it's real or not. You know, it's sometimes hard to tell from those reaction videos.
Yeah.
It's so easily to fake those stuff. I don't know, guys. I haven't seen anything recently where I'm like, oh, this is amazing. I'm trying to remember if there was a film recently I've seen or started to watch.
I watched The Glory. It's a Korean drama, and it is really good.
Yeah, man, Korean TV shows are so good. I think you would like them, Peyton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would actually would. And there's some really gruesome ones too. Some some good like horror ones as well. Yeah, I like with Korean TV shows that they take their time.
Yeah.
They take their time, and going back to me teaching acting, everybody's emotionally connected.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm telling my students. You got to be emotionally connected to whatever is going on, like deeply connected. Otherwise, we don't care.
Have you heard of the new Godzilla movie?
Yes.
Yeah, and apparently, like, I'm going to be depressed and rethinking my entire life when I walk out of the movie.
Edmund.
Yeah. Oh, did he tell you about it?
I'm at jiu-jitsu. He talked about it for like 20 minutes. I was like,
apparently it's like the best thing to ever grace the earth. And I need to go see it. And I really want to. But I just keep hearing Godzilla -1 is going to like change my life. And it's like, the Godzilla movie? Okay, I'm here for it.
title's a little weird. Godzilla -1.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Somebody also wrote something like the Godzilla has a nice dump truck.
Godzilla do be thick.
Godzilla do be thick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glutes on Godzilla.
Godzilla got cake.
If you really talk like that, that would be crazy. Wow. Man. Yeah, I'm going to check it out. We'll see what happens. Well, that's it. Play us out, Peyton. Just kidding. JK.
But I'm not going to.
You're not going to.
I'm not going
JK.
to yet.
I've actually had I've been shadowing a lot of classes for these new schools.
Yeah.
Teaching a lot, doing private coaching sessions as well. I'm exhausted, guys.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. I feel like I finally got to sleep in a little bit today, and I still didn't.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you go to bed at a decent time to try and get full 8 hours of sleep?
You know, mind your business. Yeah, how about that? Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put me in my place.
You know what I like? And I need this. No, I don't really need it, but it's nice to have. And it actually helps me decompress. I want me time at the end of the day. And me time is just either playing a little bit of a video game or watching YouTube videos. If I go from work directly to sleep,
Yeah. That sucks.
it really does.
That's hard.
It's hard. It's hard, and I don't deserve it. I deserve me time.
That's how he was when he was dreaming about Japan.
That is exactly how he looked like.
Don't leave me, Japan. The flowers. Oh, I hate you guys, but I love you still.
Mm-hmm.
And it is what it is. You guys are bullies.
Yeah.
And the internet knows you're bullies now.
Okay.
Wow.
Bully Peyton, bully Alex.
As long as I'm not forgotten.
What's your name again? Bobby. And then you're the mouse.
Frederick Mouse, I think it was.
Frederick
Mouse.
Frederick the Mouse. Man.
Was I Mary Berry?
Mary Berry.
Mary Berry. Sherry Berry.
Sherry Berry.
Sherry
Berry.
Berry. I love people named Sherry. It's funny to me. Sherry. Oh, I'm so tired.
What?
I'm
Why?
so tired.
Apologies to Sherry's everywhere.
Right, yeah.
Why? I love people named Sherry.
Okay.
Yeah, it
You
wasn't
can't
like
say, you can't follow with it's funny to me.
Right.
Because now you're calling their name funny.
No, it's not funny. No. It's funny to me that I get so much enjoyment out of the name Sherry.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, good backtrack.
Yeah. Sherry.
It's like all those angry women who are named Karen before the Karen became
Yeah.
a Karen thing.
Yeah. I know a Karen, and she's a nice lady.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
My mom's name is Sharon, and Sharon gets used sometime. Like, okay, Sharon. you
Yeah.
know.
I know a Karen who's not a nice lady.
Oh, then perfect.
Oh, shit. Man, so what episode is this? This is one.
This
what?
is
270.
five. Oh my God, 477. No,
277.
277. I was looking at the numbers right here, and it threw me off.
277. So
277. So we're almost to a guys' night.
Almost
that's what
there.
I wanted to bring up. Guys'
Yeah.
night is coming up.
Yeah.
Guys' night is coming up quick.
I've
Coming
been
up.
thinking about it at night,
Okay.
and it makes me not be able to fall asleep.
Do you dream about it?
About
Are you
guys'
crying
night?
at guys' night?
Yeah.
He's crying at Japan while you're crying at guys' night.
So it's 300.
Yeah.
Special 300. I think we'd love to have. We'll talk to Noah, possibly have him co-host. Probably co-host the whole thing. We'll see what happens. Me, Isaiah, Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan has not responded back to my messages recently. I think he might be dead,
Uh-oh.
and I don't know what's going on with Jordan.
Is he active on social media? Like if you go to his Instagram, does it say he's active?
He's active.
So he's not dead, or someone's using his account.
That's what I
Made him
think.
mad.
What?
Made him mad.
Yeah. Did you roast him one too many times?
Yeah.
No,
Did
actually.
you trick him?
Did I trick him?
Yeah, you're always tricking him.
No.
No.
For some reason, I just imagine he's at a bus stop waiting for somewhere. Like,
He's been waiting for you somewhere.
no,
You forgot a prank.
I forgot a prank. I forgot a prank.
You set it up so long ago. It's like Jim when he leaves like the map. The whole office gets involved.
So we're gonna do, like we said before, the actual guys' night will be a completely separate YouTube video,
Yeah.
and then we'll do a post-mortem podcast for it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I am, as always, I like to push the boundaries, right? I think having special guests again this year is
Yeah.
going to be very important.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, there's so many things. Like, you have to realize, if you're watching or listening to this show, we edit ourselves because we want to continue to have careers after this.
That's fair, yes.
Yeah. And there's a lot of ideas that go on the chopping block.
Yeah.
A good amount. And that's why you have a team around you to make sure that you stay.
Tell people no.
That's right. So that you're able to still make a living afterwards. Do you guys have any ideas coming up?
Yeah. I've got lots of some. You mean for guys' night ideas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got a lot. I don't want to give them away. I can't spoil them for you.
Surprise.
That's a surprise. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Play us out, Peyton. Our time on Adobe Radio has come to an end. Thanks for listening to the show, everybody. Make sure you listen to everything I say forever. If you follow us on all Instagram socials. All Instagram show. I'm exhausted, guys. I'm exhausted. All socials. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Other than that, always remember to listen, think, and then talk. Bye, everybody.